Come on, warrior.
Take care of them. We make such a good team.
Insipid, involuntary, blinding infirmity, in that instill death inside the unworthy. 4 mortals made a pact, dressed in blood, signed in blood. The hollows scream words unknown, knells of silence to forewarn that which cannot be unseen. Darkness fathom daylight's dream. Signed in blood, dressed in blood, neither death nor calm nor coming spring can stop the scarlet rain or sea. For the seeds have been planted in the void, and the void planted in the seed. Down in shadow, lost in grief, trapped in the void's endless trench, to unknowable depths and terror's height goes our downward ascent. For signed in blood they came, and dressed in blood they went. When mortals 4 of reapers' fame, that all may 4 mortals said the words and brought the blight upon this land. 2 knives, 1 tail, the 3rd with sand between her toes, the 4th with ice upon his breath, together in ritual, and the stage is built, but the chairs are all but sterile, a place for one who sits opposed. For when darkness fells the day and swallows the stars, all that's left to light the path is the fire that burns in mortal hearts. Steel tongues and iron teeth clack day and night for but a septem's peace. The cat whispered doubt to the knives, but its blades cut through the knee. It quivered no more, but first set the knives nodded to frozen breath, as it read from tome of forgotten death. From the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled, water mixed with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child. Daylight fell, moon and stars eaten as the day. What is nigh but what has always been, a single spot, the last page. The tale said, I smell another. The knives said, you smell a corpse. Bones rattle and bones. 4 mortals made the pact, but another sat in. The 5th one heard the pact, but did not speak or sign. Shivered, trembled, fought for in the shade to hide from shades and say the words that felled the day. The sand says, you must find the dead. A claw is brought, a wheel is turned, and the end is near to ground them. Names are all we are. Name it, and it shall be known. It wears a new name. Wears it proud. Mother said, your name is Gwyvain. Father agreed, it's a lovely name. The children called her ugly and vain. Mother said, ignore their game. The taunt is for the name, but let it fester, and truth it became. Seams ran jagged on a curved dome, shut, thrusting pain, unending pain. Never will. Trust was given, trust was shaken, love she kept, so it was. The priest said to the dead one, these apples I want no more. The priest tends to the dead, as the priest knows not, or cares too much to care. The tale said, 4 mortals, the 5th one, in the shade to hide from shades. You may be right, it corrupts the end of the tale's note. The cat with the knives nodded to from the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled, water mixed with grains of sand, cut from the curve of the mother's child. Not for scales, scales they tipped toward malice and quickened life adrift. The cat whispered, the knives from the earth born anew, frozen words conjured love. Daylight's end is, so it was said. The 4th was dressed in shades of red. One soul entered while the other fled. Sand and skin, but no sand to touch. The dunes swept over a pact of blood. The cat whispered, the knives not from the earth born anew, cleansed through blood and both defiled. Frozen daylights, so it was. The fourth was dressed in shades of red. One soul, stout as oak, bloodless, but ritual conjured as ritual complete. The cat whispered, the knives not from the earth born anew, frozen daylights, so it was. The fourth was dressed in shades of red. Fear perhaps, love maybe. What is the cat whispered, the knives not from the earth born anew, frozen daylights, so it was. The fourth was dressed in shades, knives cut, the land it. Is it wolf? Find it well, find it plain. All we are is in a name. Malakath born, kin to no spell, slave. The cat was the knives from the earth born anew, frozen daylight, so it was said. The fourth was dressed in shades of knives, the land it treads, and is it wolf or? Find it well, find it plain. Eldawin, Eldawin, a mare to be scorned, plaintive, dressed in blood, washed in white, and winter turns to endless fright. For what is lack if all is lack, and day is same as night? Names are. Mother said the children called her ugly and vain. Mother said, the knives said, Mother guide me, Father guide me. Seams ran, thrusting, trust was given. Names are. Mother said the children called her ugly and lukewarm sun. Green pillows flanked ground, seams ran, thrusting, trust was given. Trust. The priest said, the priest knows not, or cares too much to care. Priest moves in arcade guides, in light his mystery bare.
Hello, friend. A most pleasant chat. Until the next.
Что это было? That's the last of them. That's the last of them. Что теперь?
Да. О, спасибо! Да благословят боги твое доброе сердце!
Always good talking to you.
Тут кто-нибудь есть?
Hollow smite you. Crush on enemies one by one. Вот ты где. When we spill their blood, we wash the land clean.
At least I like to think so.
Что это было? Now that's how it's done. Those who challenge us are fated to die.
Как твои ученики?
Неплохо. Айя лучшая моя ученица. Остальные ей в подметке не годятся. Особенно эта глупая Ильди.
Давайте обойдемся без любимчиков, госпожа Атея. Это плохо влияет и на них, и на остальных.
Да, директор.
Heather?
Did you... Come on! Out here, it's kill or be killed. Machines make a lot of noise. You might even call it a battle cry, if these things could talk.
Тут кто-нибудь есть? Ха! Вот ты где! Тебе
I'll
нельзя
distract.
вверх!
Flank it if you can.
You are not dreamer. For your intrusion.
Давай краб!
The center cannot hold.
I love a good fight.
Lucky hit.
Теперь ты поплатишься.
Talos, bless our victory.
We made such a good team.
Creatures.
Я рада, что мы друзья. У меня для тебя подарок. Держи.
You have indeed. Do not give it to me. Its dark influence may make me wish to no longer. Create the candle from the fat, and add 3 drops of your own blood. Once it is cooled, place the candle in the hanged man's hand, so long as you and the candle remain alive. You can use my cookpot there to make the candle. Yes, I can feel that the weight is lifting. I would ask but one more favor of you. I long for my eternal rest in the Night Mothers. I would be most grateful. The brethren have been told of my will, and they will not act Thank you.
Может, мне сварить бульон ле манифик? Только не в твоем варианте. Признаюсь, присутствие Матери Ночи меня... Признаюсь, присутствие Матери Ночи меня успокаивает.
If you want rumors, you should talk to Corpulus.
Good to see you. Keep safe.
Greetings. Тан Эрикур, вы известны своей деловой хваткой. Что вы можете предложить?
Да, наши доходы существенно упали. Это печально, но неизбежно. Но пока мы поддерживаем империю,
Well,
наши жертвы будут
yes.
вознаграждены.
You came to the right
Кто
hour.
бы говорил о
I
жертвах?
know
Да ты
everything
ни
about
дня в своей жизни не
everyone.
голодал, Эрику.
In
А
fact,
что тогда
you're
может
quite the
предложить
popular.
наша
So,
нетерпеливая Танбрюнен?
after all,
Всё просто.
I would never spread
Пусть
such
империя ведёт
lies
свою
without
войну на
first
свои
confronting the
средства, не
person
отбирая у
in
нас ресурсы и
question.
солдат. А Хафингар пусть отстраивается.
Госпожа моя, я уверен, что вы не настолько наивны. Такое глупое предложение только оставит нас без защиты. К полудню в замке будут разгуливать люди Ульфрика.
Ульфрик поднял
As your
восстание только
newest
потому, что
and
империя считает
dearest
Скайрим своим
confidant,
личным складом
I'm
припасов.
glad to hear
Чем
it.
больше имперцы отбирают
They
у
are
народа,
wicked.
тем
Now, I
больше
don't
повстанцев
want to
появляется
alarm you,
сторонников.
but this may give credence to that other rumor that you have one person even accused you of murdering an elderly woman and calling her a hagraven. A rumor I squashed gladly. I won't reveal my sources, but from what I hear, a certain publisher has, in a last-ditch effort, they've sent their minions all over Skyrim in search of the next. One of these critics has limited his search to the winking skeever. Oh, but that's not the scandalous part. For it's not the drinking, but the fact that our critic bears a striking resemblance to one Minette Vinius. A bold person might accuse this critic of bearing an illegitimate child, especially given... Of course, I would never levy such an accusation without proof. My, it seems the rumors about your temper are true. Don't worry, I'll do...
Как вы знаете,
As
эта
for a
война стала
description,
серьезным
it's
испытанием для
unnecessary.
Эрику.
The man
Дан
always
Эрик,
sits in the same
вы
seat,
известны
the
своей
stool
деловой
on...
хваткой.
They
Что вы
say
можете
it offers him a good view of the child.
Наши доходы
You take
существенно
it,
упали.
and he'll
Это
come
печально,
to you.
но неизбежно. Но пока мы поддерживаем империю, наши жертвы будут вознаграждены.
Кто бы говорил о жертвах? Да ты ни дня в своей...
Welcome to the Winking Skeever. Take a load off and enjoy the atmosphere.
Нужно что?
Не обижайся, но выглядишь ты паршиво. Не болеешь? Чего ты хочешь?
Если что-то должно умереть, оно умрет. От моего меча или от моей магии. Мое сияем или...
I'll be back hunting and fishing soon, friend.
I'm getting on the first boat out of this accursed province.
Taken away from you.
I don't know about you, but I've got to get as far away from Skyrim as possible. It was a cabin somewhere on the north bank of the White, near Riverwood. She let me stay the night, but told me not to go into the cellar. Naturally, I got curious. There was all sorts of oddities in there. I think she was a witch. In any case, I got out of that cellar and never stopped running. Safe journeys.
Что опаснее, меч или магия? Но тот, кому подвластно и то, и другое, еще опаснее.
Greetings.
Мы с тобой здесь единственные, кто еще не лишился разума.
А, еще одно новое лицо. Видишь ли, я из Хаммерфелла.
Добро пожаловать
Мне
в
никак не упомнить
смеющуюся
всех,
крысу.
с кем я знаком.
Интерес питье для жаждущих, пища для голодных. Если что нужно, только скажи.
Good to see you. Можно так сказать. Ладно, ладно. Смеющаяся крыса принадлежит отцу. Но это ведь семейное дело, так что она станет моей, когда он помрет.
Предатели, гражданские войны, драконы. Вот еще. Тьфу. Мне нет до этого дела, так что расслабься.
A big hunk of mutton sounds good right about now. Got to keep our strength up for later.
Bloody Harkers! I told Corpulus I like that stool the best. Has the best view of all the mates that stroll through here.
Да.
I'd arm wrestle you for it, but something tells me that would leave me sore, tired, and possibly bedridden. What good would that stool do me then?
Доброго денечка.
The name's Flint, by the way. Author, publisher, and admirer of the female form. I'm sorry, lad. I'm actually sterile, believe it or not. One of the great gifts the Bella granted me, and there's not a day I don't thank her for it. You might have. I've written countless. Still, I'm best known for a terrible piece. It was a book about a legendary barber. In fact, I once set out to burn every copy in Skyrim. Turns out that piece of rubbish was the best thing that ever happened to me. The fame I received from that book gave... They say one man's trash is another man's treasure, but for me, they were one and the same. Just got off the ship, as it were, fresh as a flounder. I came here to pen my next great novel. Of course, talent comes in. Why, just the other day, I had a delightful conversation with a high elf named Nithriel. I think she fancies writers. Is that so? Well, whatever she says, it can't be much. Would you believe me if I said I hadn't decided? There's so many stories to tell. I even heard a tale about a horker, so... But just because you have a story doesn't mean I'm the right voice to tell it.
I don't think so.
Let's see. Now, if I'm being perfectly honest, Of course, I'm assuming this manuscript is yours.
Айя лучшая моя ученица. Остальные ей в подметке не годятся. Особенно эта глупая Ильди.
Давайте обойдемся без любимчиков, госпожа Атея. Это плохо влияет и на
That's not too kind of you, considering... but being a milk drinker is nothing to be ashamed of. Most of us writers are. And I'd say Jaspar can tell a tale or two. He just needs to brush up on the telling. I didn't say that. Although your friend may not like... With a little polish, we can turn this into a seller. It may not give him the acclaim he seeks. The problem with young artists is that they're a bit too attached to their integrity. He may, on the other hand, better to be a mediocre artist than a starving one, and it'll give him the leverage to write. Well, for starters, we need to dumb it down a bit. We also need to make these paragraphs cleaner. They lack direction. Lastly, the main character's name. I can tell our friend hasn't spent much time around orcs. I think Bogach is a female name. Ah, now there's a strong... All that's left now is to give my suggestions to your friend. If the final copy passes muster, I'd be more than happy to have it published. Safe travels.
У тебя для меня. Если тебе в руки попадет что-то еще... У тебя для меня кое-что получше огненного вина, верно?
Greetings. Yes? By Debella, you mean someone wants to publish my book? Wait, what do you mean by changes? If it's a mediocre piece, then I would be crazy to put it out there, right? I used to mock Alexander Simon, but maybe it was just fear. If you're an unknown writer, an aspiring writer, writers like Simon are brave, not afraid to be wrong. In fact, this publisher you met, he isn't wrong. The inspiration was there, but not the voice to shape its thoughts. I can tell the story of this orc the way it was. If you'll give me a few days to rewrite it, I'll have something for you. Unless there was something else you wanted to add. Well, I'm not married to the name. To be frank, I wasn't sure if Bogok was authentic. I'll get to work on it right away. Come back in a few days. I should have something for you. Farewell.
Тут кто-нибудь есть?
Stronger with each. Come on. At least I like to think so.
Пора покончить с этим!
Well, hello. It's so nice to have a visitor. Oh, I get so lonely out here. Do stay for a while, dear. Well, aren't you sweet? I'm just a poor old woman, dear. No need. It's tough just scraping by out here, but I make do.
I always stop by and say hello to Anise when I travel from Brittleshin to Riverwood. She's a kind old woman.
Что это было?
Орк выпил 3 пива, рыгнул некрасиво и вымолвил эльфу
Золота вечно не хватает.
А что это вы говорите, чтобы заблудиться, дружище?
Закончился рай.
Bandits are no better than rats. Don't let any of them escape.
Может, заплачу свой штраф. Приду в город равноправным членом общества.
Тут кто-нибудь есть?
The crows feast on the wicked.
Now that's how it's done.
Good team.
Those who challenge us are fated to die.